What's going on, guys? It's your boy Eazy Shot, bringing you today a new and improved AS Val at 170k. Alright, so here's the second AS Val build. I'm gonna do a different variety of them. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that bell for more content. We're doing weekly content. So I'm gonna have a different line of a bunch of different varieties of AS Val because a lot of people like the Val. So this one is more on the cheaper end than the first build. The first build was like 214k, and this one is 170,000. So video's gonna be a little different, and make sure you follow us on Twitch. I stream weekly as well for some dope content, but video's gonna be a little different than I usually do my videos as far as the build, and this one should be a little bit more a little easier for you guys to understand as far as you can see. So the gun's recoil is ridiculous. I think it's like a 40 something. So the ASVAL already stock is ridiculous. So I played a little aggressive here so you can get an idea. You know, as you know, the ASVAL, the only issue with the ASVAL is you know, with the rate of fire, you run out of bullets like really fast. But it's a very, very good gun to use, as you can see here. Playing a little bit aggressive on the Raiders, but with the ASVAL, it shreds. You know, look at this. Like, you don't even have time to react, especially when you're going against PMCs. So that's why the ASVAL is also one of my favorite guns to use in raid. So here in a second, we're gonna go on over to the weapon builds. Which the way I'm gonna build a weapon, I think you need to have your workbench build at least level 1. And look how accurate it is. I can shoot this guy's head over the car. Just like that, man. Very nice. So I'm probably going to be running this Val on stream sometimes today, or, you know, I don't know, sometimes on stream. But now that we've gotten to see a little gameplay, now we're going to head on over to the stash and build the gun and see what we need. So here we are, we're in the stash, we're gonna build this. So you're gonna right click on the gun and click on edit preset, which makes it a bit easier to build your gun, and you can literally find all the parts for a gun and see what fits, and open up the stats, you know, the stat box right here so you can see your stats, and make sure your gun is unfolded, which I think I made the mistake here and I had to go back and do it. So we're gonna start off with the Rotor 43 buffer tube. And I'm gonna slap on a MOE stock, you know, trying to make it all black. And after the MOE stock, make sure you put the Magpul rubber butt pad on there to give it a little bit more less recoil. And then I love the SVD low because I don't like my scopes to be so high off my gun. So I'm gonna add on the SVD scopes, and then the Val dust cover, which I don't think your gun will really jam without it, so you can save money on it. But when you just buy the gun right off, it already comes with a dust cover. And then you're gonna add the Val suppressor, the AS Val suppressor, and then we're gonna add well, we're worried about mags later. And then we're gonna go on over to the TAS 6P29M mount. And with the grip, I just went with the SC5. And now that brings my vertical recoil to 44 and 64. You know, you can kind of play with it with the ergo. So I'm gonna stick with the SC with a 44 vertical recoil, 78 horizontal, and a 63 ergo. And the scope, I'm gonna go with a PKO6 for close range battles. And this time we're gonna add the NC Star Tactical Blue Laser, which works really well at night as well if you want to go with a night vision goggle. So stemmed away from the X400, which, you know, I typically run. You see, I even had to put it on the gun just to look at it because I think the laser's a little cheaper than X400. Then again, I may be wrong. So now you're gonna click on 5 parts after you build your gun, and here is gonna show you the price for every single part that you can buy. If you wanna get it to where you can buy the dust cover, all you have to do is exit out the owner type trader at the top. So the gun, when you buy the gun stock for 96 from proper, you will have to take the muzzle off, because you don't need that barrel or whatever it is, the suppressor. You don't need suppressor, and you save 24k, which bring the price to 170,443. So since we already kind of build the gun, we're gonna just purchase all the parts, which, you know, technically I already put the gun together, and then we're gonna go on over to the hideout, and we're gonna test the gun out in various distance to see how well it shoots. Okay, so buy everything. I already have the gun, so I'm not gonna buy it. So I only paid 73,000 myself, so I think that's a deal for me. So you're gonna buy everything, and then we're gonna go on over to the hideout now. So here we go. Here's the stats for the gun. As I said earlier, 64 ergo, 62 ergo, 44 recoil, and now I'm gonna ADS, aim down sight, and just kind of spray. I'm gonna shoot for the center mass here. See, the gun kicks up a bit, which is something you have to really watch out for. So the first few rounds, it's gonna look, that would have been a headshot. So if you kind of aim for the center mass and you shoot, the first few shots may actually end up killing your target. So now I'm gonna aim a little lower to see. You're still gonna see that kick. It kicks up a little bit, but then after that, you know, if you kind of hold your mouse steady, kind of slide it down just a bit to control your recoil, the gun is nasty, dude. Everything else hits literally pretty much in target. As you can see, again, maybe that one shot went off. So now we're gonna try same thing for the head. See, it kicks again, but the majority of the shots went straight for the dome. That person is dead, but if you can see, like, the first one shot hits the top left corner here, so you got to be careful with that as far when you're shooting. So we're gonna go hip fire here. Pretty much the same thing. Whoever you're shooting at that point, they are dead. Doesn't really matter the ammo for the AS Val, because the AS Val is pretty nasty. So we're gonna attempt to do the same thing from a longer distance. Go for the head here. Actually, I'm gonna go lower for the neck, because it might kick up and go for a headshot. Let's see. Yep. See, every time. So you get at least like 2 shots went to the top. Yep, you got 2 shots hit the top, but generally you got a few shots hit. 1 miss in the left right here, but generally it hit the head. But this gun is pretty nasty. That's the one thing you really need to be aware of. It hits pretty good on target compared to the other build I had with the long distance scope, which is a huge mistake. If anything, you can switch over to the Monstrum. The Monstrum is a great substitution if you want to have kind of like medium range. And there's a little kick with the Val, but not really. It's actually very good if you slap a Monstrum on this Val instead of a PKO6 if you want to get something longer distance. So now we're gonna go on over to get something, you know, if you're in a close range fight, it's right on point, just like any other test we've done. It kicks up just a little bit, but it stays within the general area of where you're aiming. So this is the AS Val build. We're gonna check the stats one more time so you can see what it looks like. And drop a comment below and let me know what you think of this build, and if as well you build it yourself and how did the gun work for you. Also let me know what gun you'd like to see me build. But here's the AS Val 2.0, I call it, for 170k. Thank you again for watching the video. Make sure to follow us on all social media, Twitch, Instagram, and Twitter. I go live on Twitch weekly. Hope to catch you again soon.